All right, guys, it's time for the grand finals, and it's finally happening. Woo! About time, guys. So we just had to resume from replay. This is the grand finals of EPT, America's Weekly Cup, number 31. Down here in the bottom right-hand side, a rather dominant path to the finals so far. He is Neeb. And his opponent just cheesed his way past Australia with some wild plays, some tricky plays, and lots of denying the information. As you see here, doesn't let the probe in and likes to get that Marine out to push the probe away as early as possible. This is Marine Lord. Proxying a factory over there. That's not the most hidden position. An interesting one. And he's going straight for the reactor behind this. Now let's see what Neeb does to respond. Now I keep talking about how I love me 2-gate because I'm a noob who does a 2-gate stalker opening to block this stuff. But yeah, I didn't feel like that was the most inspired position. Luckily though, oh my god, look at that. The SCV goes to the only unreachable spot. Marine Lord's like, stay here, boy. Stay there, don't move. He's already set another SCV up. Look, he goes back. He goes back again. How lucky can you get? That is like one of the few times RNG comes into play in StarCraft. The few times there's randomness is where will the SCV choose to build? And the SCV tries to bait the probe back into the Marine. Doesn't quite get it up. So Hellions are going to build, just rally those. You never want to fight an Adept with just one Hellion, because obviously the Adept can just regen its shields, whereas your hit points cost money. Starport is at home behind this. Command set is going to be very delayed. Ooh, 3 Marines and a Hellion, though, can kick the shit out of an Adept. So you got to be careful here as Neeb, man. But look at that. Real conservative with his shades. And he just backs off. He's like, I don't want to fuck with that. And he's going to recall there. Does take a bit of a bruising, but keeps his Adept alive. Has 2 Stalkers out, and I was saying, okay, so basically Neeb just got to watch every single one of Marine Lord's builds against Australia, and I was like, yeah, he just gets to plan some bullshit to deal with it. Look at this, shield battery left to the last minute, 1 in each mineral line, which is going to help him against Hellions a ton. And then he just is like, I'm just going to go DTs and fuck you up, or fly some DTs across this map, probably even walk some across the map to start. So there's going to be 2 Hellions. Where's the medevac? It's boosting. Ooh, he's going to do a 7 Marine drop as well. This is my favorite pressure. So TY do this. I do this off 2 base, of course. I do the pleb version. But I love a Marine drop combined with a Hellion run by. It is so powerful. Because you got to respect those Hellions or they'll just butcher all your probes. But suddenly, if you've got to split into 2 places, 7 Marines dropping out of that medevac can be a real problem. Look at this. The probe comes in and fights the SCVs. What a Chad. I mean, he's Chad Spirit in a little tiny beta pro body. Uh-oh. Okay, Marines. Oh, he sees the DT Shrine. He's got to react real quick at home. Actually, he's already got a Raven on the way. The Hellions came in first. I really wish he went for the drop first. Tried to pull some units out. Oh, God. Shield batteries are pretty good. Oh, my God. Yeah. Shield battery in both mineral lines just shuts this down. Oh, these probes are out of range of the shield battery, though. Good focus fire by Marine Lord. Got an extra couple of probes there. That could have been a straight-up disaster. Get 6 probes, so it's not the end of the world. He's warping in 2 Dark Templar. He has not been able to afford the Warp Prism yet. I think the problem for Marine Lord right now is the fact that he has almost no units, right? So even spotting the DTs, it's going to be hard to kill him. Oh, Raven's going across. No! Go home, Raven! Oh, no! Wait. Okay, he sees the blur. He sees the blur. Okay, he raises the wall. 1 DT goes down. The other DT is like, oh, it's fine. I'll just hide back here. Ha ha ha. But he doesn't know there's a Raven. So the Raven says, get out of here. DT gets 1 Marine. But that's good hold. Good hold for Marine Lord there. Starts a 3rd CC, which he desperately needs because Neeb is up on 45 probes. He's getting a Robo Bay. He's got a Prism. So he can still do some more DT harass. Obviously, you can just pick them up and save them when they get in trouble. A Banshee. Is he going to play mech? Just an upgraded-less Banshee for now. Raven. It's like, oi, what are you up to, dickhead? Look at them. They're both prism. They're shouting insults. Oi, you fucking sad excuse for not a science vessel. You sad fuck. Haha. So the prism pilot just laughing at the Raven. The Raven's like, I'm better than a science vessel. Fuck you. Are you though? Oh, I actually really like the Archon drop. It was a shame that stats went way too deep on Everdream with the Archon drop. Still ended up winning that game. But for those who didn't watch, TY and Stats, a very cool series. Good night, Marines. Yeah. He's going to chill. You know there's going to be a Viking on the way. And she's just chilling. Double Forge goes down. I love it. Neeb's still channeling that Double Forge. Big Redwood energy. There ain't nothing more American than conserving the power of your Great Redwood. And really just adding to that girth, you know, giving it the support it needs with those 1-1 upgrades. Why just go for an attack upgrade when you can add armor as well? Do you know Protoss are actually kind of like trees as well, guys, in that they photosynthesize? They're like plants. They photosynthesize. How'd they get their energy? So Protoss literally have the biggest Redwood energy. You know what I'm saying? Neeb has not scouted the second and third factory, guys. That is an issue. That being said, people have done incredible things with Stalker Colossus against mech in recent history. Stalker Colossus Charge Zealot. Feels like I often see a Protoss player just making so many bad units. And I go, is this really the way to play against mech? And then they just get in there and Zealots somehow find the tanks plus the mineral lines. Stalkers and Colossus find the Hellions. And the mech player just gets kind of pooped on. I wouldn't mind a Marine drop. These Marines aren't going to be too helpful otherwise. They do add a bit of anti-air. Quickly going up to 4th and 5th factory. Still no armories and no engineering bay either. Just trying to get as many tanks out as he can. And at this point, Neeb sees it. So what's the response? Let's go to Neeb's camera. Neeb's like, okay, definitely mech. Sends a probe to his 4th base immediately. Apologize if it gets a bit twitchy. Neeb's a very fast player. Swarping in Zealots. Drops a 4th Nexus. So he wants to go do a big attack. This is the main point of contention in mech and TVP, and the reason why it is quote-unquote bad or not reliable is defending this 3rd base is so hard. So it's very hard for Marine Lord to know if Neeb's going to commit to an attack or not, and it's just really hard to be solid against it. So notice Neeb's coming forward, Archon, Zealots coming out. Now Marine Lord is going to scout this army. He's going to queue a Marine drop across, which could do some damage. All the Stalkers are joining up at the front. Now, if we look at this, these tanks on the high ground, oh, and this wall-off is amazing, especially with a few Widow Mines in there. But there's nothing to kill, there's literally nothing to kill Zealots. So he's just going to die to the Zealots, I'm pretty sure. I mean, Interference Matrix maybe can help out. I love that there's a Viking zoning out that end, but even this side wide open. The Zealots are just going to YOLO. There's just no Hellions here yet. And auto turrets, I think, is really what he should be going for. Does do a couple interference matrices, but I don't know if that's even the right ability. I feel like auto turrets just to tank is even better. But hey, guess what? That wall off actually buys enough time. The Marines are going to drop on top of these. They did take out one Colossus. You know what? It was a good hold. The tank positioning, the wall offs were actually good enough. I do think Neeb should have attacked from multiple angles there. A lot of Protoss players keep attacking from one angle, especially against mech. I think he should have had a few Zealots from there, and he should have been flying his Prism along the top side, try to get that in the back at the same time. So I always, you know, obviously I'm a much terrible worse player, and Neeb is by no means out of it, but that was a pretty bad trade for him. And he, you know, he lowered the tank count. It's not the absolute worst, but it's definitely not the greatest. My one-size-fits-all answer to mech is to always do that same sort of attack, but preferably with less tech units like Colossus, mostly just Zealots and Stalkers. But I always will get a Prism, or even 2 Prisms if I can, and try to fly them in the back. And hey, these Marines, 8 probes, 9 probes. Fucking well done, man. Does see DT blink on the way. You can see the smoke coming out of the top of the DT shrine. That's what tells you that's happening. So the Zealot Archon looking for an opening here, but oof. So he's going to slow down the 4th. So Neeb here, he knows if he lets Marine Lord get a 4th, there's just going to be too much stuff, man. Already at 5 factories, going up to 6 and 7. Crazy tech lab count going to be out. He's going to have 6 tech labs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 tech labs, 2 reactors in a moment. Oh, that pervert is really helping Neeb. That's why he's able to stay so close here. But Marine Lord playing really safe, and he's got a lot of Hellions. At this point, a few Hellion run-bys could be really nice as well, but you can see there's these Stalkers already positioned everywhere, just getting ready for it. 5th base on the right does go down, and Neeb's managed to delay this 5th without really committing too much here, all because of that pervy boy. That one pervy boy giving him vision. Stalkers clean up these Marines. And what's the next step? 2-2 upgrades. Blink. DT Blink. Second Robo. A couple disruptors coming out here as well. It's just mass tank on the way for Marine Lord. He's going Fusion Core right now. He's got double armory, and he's got 1-1-1 upgrades. Does he just go BC from here? I wouldn't mind him going 2-2 on the ground first. I do think getting another vehicle weapons upgrade when you're this focused on tank, it's massive. Getting those bonus damage upgrades there. Now, he can potentially kill these guys. Remember, they are out of range of the shield battery, but when they return minerals is when they'll get healed up. Didn't focus fire, so they will go down. Ooh, does Neeb see this? Bit of a skirmish on the other side. Hellions get caught by Blinkstalkers. They're just going to have to pull back for now. High-sec auto-tracking. He's going to make building armor after that as well. I hope he queues up building armor. And it's actually 3 armories, guys. 3. Oh my god. 2-2-2 upgrades on the way. These Hellions getting caught. Oof. Quite a few of those go down. More Hellions go down the right-hand side. But they're not really going to be able to find any probes just yet. Ooh, a few probes coming in as they arrive, actually. But Neeb very quick to pull back. Oh! And not pulling back far enough, though. Nicely done. So it's looking pretty good for Marine Lord. He's going into 3 battle cruisers at a time. Battle cruisers are the end game for PvT. And I love to see Protoss players doing this. Overcharge there, keeping a few probes alive with that mega supercharged healing. And how do you get a 5th? I guess that's a problem as well, right? Neeb is like, you're never getting that 5th. So last time I died playing mech on this map was this moment. It's trying to get over there, where suddenly it's like, Neeb's like, nope, I'm just going to control this space, man. He's still got that observer out there. He moved it down, shuffled it away from the turret. He's got stalkers on the left that he could run in. And, oh, there's a planetary going up that's going to help a lot. Scans, yeah, the thing is, 1 tank's not enough, right? So you actually need another tank backing that up, maybe. With battle cruisers coming, has he got Yamato? He doesn't have Yamato yet. He's got to get a 5th base. And if you take this base, you also can get that 6th out front of it a little bit easier. Tanks are sieging. Boom. Neeb, he's doing such a good job of just slowing down this advance. Basically, if Marine Lord's not sieged, his army's going to struggle really hard. Stalkers look like they want to go in. They're bypassing, though. They're looking to join up, actually, at the front. Ooh, BCs are having a bit of fun. And I think Marine Lord, man, he's got building armor on the way, which is a huge upgrade. And that is massive. +2 building armor. Zealots, Stalkers, all these units are going to suck against buildings after that. All the small damage units. Oh, I don't know if this is the right call from Neeb. Neeb's going to go for a big engage, but I actually think Marine Lord crushes this. All those tanks on the right, the battle cruisers are fucking up the Stalkers. Yeah, the Disruptors get a few decent shots. But remember, this is 2-2 versus 2-2. And Marine Lord's keeping his BCs alive. Now, obviously, it takes, without the gas bank, right? Marine Lord's struggling to get that gas bank and that 5th base. And it's just pure Stalkers to recharge. So Marine Lord's got to be careful. After a trade like that, you're kind of worried about him just blinking on your BCs, right? Your tank count's low. You've really got to see where his army comes from, and you've got to have tanks covering the BCs. You've also got to repair these BCs. So he's going to repair those up. 3-3 is on the way. He doesn't have the building, the mech armor on the way. Yamato is started now, though. He's going to try to come forward. That planetary is going to buy a lot of time, and that already is good. I mean, a bit slow to get the repair on. Yamato's not here, unfortunately. Oh, he does keep the planetary alive, though. Okay, 1 BC falls. Is that another BC? Another BC that fell? Uh-oh. Oh, I think Marine Lord got a bit overeager here. I mean, I actually think these trades are better for Neeb than Marine Lord, especially with the Guardian Shield in there. Guardian Shield, OP versus BCs. So, even though these trades are obviously good for Marine Lord, I just worry because his gas bank's so low. So he's got to try to make sure he stays close to max so that just a quick remax of low tier units from Neeb can't roll him. And don't get me wrong, it's looking great for Marine Lord so far. I just think he chased a little bit too deep on those battle cruisers. Preserving the battle cruiser count is absolutely integral. If you can get up to about 10 BCs with 3-3, Stalkers ain't going to do shit. Now, the Stalkers are ahead in upgrades at this point. And with no armor on the way, that is a shame. I think he's just forgotten the +3 armor. This Observer still, by the way, giving Neeb so much power. It's one of these things in these big macro games. I feel like just a well-placed Observer changes the path of the game so much. Yamato's wouldn't be bad, even on Stalkers at this point, I think. Oh, he loses 2 battle cruisers. Oh, man. Another tank or two over here would really be huge at this point, I think. Okay. Oh, he's not able to teleport these BCs out. He's pushing the right-hand side at the same time, but I think this is the sort of scrappiness that Neeb would love. I think Marine Lord was at the point where he just needed to keep reinforcing these edges. Neeb was waiting for him to get over-eager. And I mean, okay, we're killing a base for a base, but Neeb's already got these other bases on the left-hand side of the map, and if he can push in even further, things can get really problematic. That being said, massive command center count. Oh, missing a worker on that gas is big. You've really got to focus on saturating these gases as much as you can. But the BC count just keeps getting whittled down, and as long as you don't get to the giant BC count, you know, it's really difficult. I think ideally you turtle up a bit more, you take more careful trades, and then you feel safe enough to start sending battle cruisers down the flanks of the map. Because just 1 or 2 BCs hitting a mineral line ruins your opponent. Oh my god, the DTs blink in. I don't know, is that even a good move? It's a crazy move. Okay, it does take out that observer, another observer there. Marine Lord did react quickly enough there. Ah, these Hellions aren't doing shit, they're fighting the cannon, man. Neeb's so in his face, he's constantly scared of getting jumped on. But, you know what? Overall efficiency, he's looking good. Ooh. Those DTs go down. Man, I can't believe this guy is still alive. It's actually insane. That one observer. This is like one of these things where it's like, if I had a Terran coach, I'd be like, okay, whenever you're playing late game TVP, I want you to commit like 5 scans to just making sure there's no observers anywhere near your base. Oh, getting some probes. That's very nice damage. Neeb's low on money right now. Remember, there is a massive orbitals up here. There are so many orbitals morphing. I think these battle cruisers are, oh, they gotta get out. They gotta get out. They gotta get out. Marine Lord, Marine Lord. Oh, no. Oh, a bit too slow. He loses 2 BCs. He's got to teleport the fuck home, man. Way too slow. He loses like 4 battle cruisers there. I don't think that was enough damage. Oh, man. Yeah, he's down to just 4. He still hasn't made +3 armor as well on these battle cruisers. And now the Tempests, they can pick away from afar, especially when you're off cooldown like that. You can't jump on him. And look at this. He's going to come forward and start poking. Oh, Neeb being a cheeky dickhead. He says, all right, yeah, I'm going to get rid of your rich gas mining. I know how important these gas geysers are. I can't let you mine these for very long. Turret actually buying a little bit of time there, but a few tanks do fall. Now, do you build Thors here? Or do you stay on tank production and rely on the BCs for the Tempests? I'm not quite sure. Mum is here as well. Planetary does go down. Remember, this is +2, +1 for the flyers of the Protoss. Oh, no. Oh, he's losing his tanks as well now. Hellions aren't going to cut it against this army. He gets that last tank. Oh, no. I think this is a bad engage from Marine Lord. Oh. Ah, the Amato gets dodged by the recall. And the recall's right there, so we can keep picking away at him. Oh, he uses all the tack jumps. I actually think Marine Lord, oh man, he's losing ground right now. Neeb is just expertly dismantling this. There's a few Yamatos left. Hellions are going to try to engage, but that's almost only Hellions right now. You can't fight with just Hellions here. I mean, this needs to be tanks and Thors, surely. I think Marine Lord, I get that he's a little low on gas, and Hellions can be pretty nice, I guess, at getting splash on the Hellions. Is that the idea, maybe? I'm not sure. Oh, he's going to lose another BC there. This is awkward. This is awkward for Marine Lord. He's still got a maxed army. He's got 8 BCs. He's got 3 more building. He's trying to use that Hellion splash to big effect, but look at that disruptor shot and that one Colossus that's been alive all game. And Marine Lord's just getting torn apart, man. Oh, a few Hellions get down there, but they don't actually manage to kill any probes. And meanwhile here, yeah, his BCs, he's trying to fly through this, but they keep going down just before he can teleport. Oh, that is so rough for Marine Lord. I really thought he'd done it with the mech this time. I mean, the BC swap, honestly, if you do this perfectly, I think Marine Lord was in a position where Neeb was almost out of time. Like, he had to do damage, and he got there just in time. I think it all came back to that moment when Marine Lord let this base get sniped. And from then on, he was just overly sloppy with his battle cruisers. And I think the only time he should have been using his battle cruisers so aggressively was for harassment. Splitting off 1 or 2 down the edges of the map, picking off bases, picking off probes, and just keep those tanks spread across your bases. It's so hard to do because you get so spread out on this map. But now at this point, I mean, you've only got battle cruisers for Marine Lord. Remember, he's still lacking that +3 armor upgrade. That was very impactful. These Stalker shots, of course, being a little bit more powerful than they needed to be. The BC is going to pull back now, but not before he loses at least 1 battle cruiser. A bunch of Stalkers do go down for it. You know, these trades aren't free for Neeb, right? BCs do pretty sick damage against ground units. Yamatos go down. A couple Tempests fall. Planetary taking part in this engagement as well. Planetary actually doing a good amount of damage there. Tempest flying into missile turrets. Always a little bit funny. This base trying to fly down and take the left. Not going to be able to do it. DT's coming in the right-hand side. Stasis trapped SCVs already blocking that from landing. The BCs try to Chad mode it. They jump on top. A few Tempests get left behind, but everything else recalls back to this Nexus. And you just juggle those two recalls. I mean, the mothership did go down, but he's rebuilding it right now. And, yeah, Marine Lord supply just a bit too low. Man, he almost made it happen with the mech. This was actually really cool. Ooh, 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 ooh. Those DTs pull back there. Tanks are going to siege, but the Tempests are going to be able to pick those off, man. Yamato's a Dark Templar. Oh. He's trying to build Vikings now to try and deal with these Tempests a little bit better, but I think Battle Cruisers is the right answer. It's just, like, this sort of run by, if he was ever able to do this earlier in the game, it's so deadly. I mean, look at how much damage he's going to do here. It feels like Neeb's almost ready for it. And look, he's just like, oh yeah, I'll just kill a mineral line. Like, that sort of damage, when this game was closer, can just end things. And you can just teleport there. You're like, okay, we'll kill this Nexus too. The problem is there's all the momentum is for Neeb right now. And, yeah, his DT's hitting all the bases. I mean, Neeb's still got a decent income. It's just, if he keeps denying this base, well, what do you do as Marine Lord? He's lost so many of his command centers at this point. He's trying to transfer workers over. He's trying to keep building up. But only 6 battle cruisers, 8 Vikings, a bunch of tanks. There are 10 Tempests out right now. They do have 3-2-1 upgrades. And Neeb kicking ass, man. Oh my god, those DTs. Another 11 SCVs goes down. Counterattack on the left-hand side at the same time. That base will go down. DTs just blink away. Probes go run up to the north. They say, alright, well, you're going to have to at least do some work to hunt us down. If you really want to secure these kills, you got to hunt us down. The DTs are going to hit elsewhere at the same time. As is the army going to hit this base and try to pull those battle cruisers away. So the probes do find, I think, a bit of safety. DT's on the planetary. Oh, the planetary goes down. And the Tempest's going to come forward here. One tank falls. The other tank's going to go down before they get a chance to shoot. And just getting spread a little bit too thin here. Oh, my God. He does a recall, but not... He leaves a few Tempests behind. Oh, he does his other recall with the mothership and still saves 2 Tempests. Oh my god, Neeb. Equal units lost for both sides. But Neeb's got this base. He's got this base. Meanwhile, Marine Lord barely able to hang on to this base over here. Man, the fact he never got that building armor upgrade is a real shame. Carrier, a random carrier being built. Carriers aren't very good versus battle cruisers, in my opinion, because of the armor. But he will have an attack upgrade advantage. Remember, of course, versus massive units. Tempests do 67 damage a shot, guys. Battle cruisers have 550, knocking 5 off each shot. So that's 62. 62 a shot effectively to these BCs right now. It is a lot of damage from those Tempests when they're able to actually shoot them. DTs filtering into these bases going to do big damage. Vikings catch a few of these Tempests. Mama's going to take some damage. Mama goes down. Oh, God, she tanks a lot, doesn't she? Mama is one of the toughest units in the game. Sometimes doesn't feel that way because she's got such a giant health bar. It feels like it drops very quickly. But in the end, hot damn. Neeb cracks him. Yeah, I think it was probably about 13 minutes. There was this point over here where he started sacrificing battle cruisers, and that was where I think Marine Lord just got a little bit too lazy. I think he needed to just keep being conservative. I don't think he was expecting Neeb to keep committing as much. And yeah, I mean, you just expert play by Neeb though. He just slowed down his expansions way too much, man. Good way to start the finals. Wrong map, I think. Yep, they haven't put the Tempest upgrade in the game just yet, guys. That's in the patch. It's on the balance test mod. You can do that in the testing ladder. Oh, what the hell is a mothership? Yeah, cloaks units around it. It is a... You're only allowed to build one of them. Cloaks all friendly units nearby. And it can recall your units. Or throw down a big, fat, gigantic time warp that slows the enemy's movement and attack speed. Is Marine Lord another Avillo? No. His shit talk is friendly. It's very silly and very childish, but in good humor. Oh, right. Game 2. Up one game, up here in the top right-hand side of the map, representing Ting and the glory of all that is holy and free. It is Neeb. He's going to be going low ground wall off. Interesting. It's a 14 gate, mate. He's doing a 14 gate. Ooh. Ooh, wee. I wonder if he's going to... So he's actually cut 2 probes to get this gateway down mega fast. That gateway went down like 31 seconds. That's very quick. So I'm wondering if he commits to a Zealot or if it's just for the really fast Adept pressure. Either way, he's going to get across to this side of the map really quickly. Now, if you think about the openings Marine Lord's done, it's always one Marine. So if you just... Actually, you wouldn't even go Adept. You just go Stalker, and you could even build a Pylon and shield batteries. And actually just win the game with that. So remember that last game started with a DT Shrine, trying to get in there and fuck up Marine Lord after that opening. But this time, yeah. So Gateway is at the front, so it's close to rally distance. It's a 14 gate. It's really quick. No Zealot, just straight into Cybercore. Okay, cool. So it's just for the quick Adept or Stalker. And he's going to stop on 19 supply for a Nexus. It's odd. Interesting. Okay. I just always go to 20. But Neeb is great. Oh shit, he's actually going to do a command center on the low ground, Marine Lord. Changing it up. Only 2 workers on gas here. And it's just Marine into reactor. Probe's going to see that now. Problem is Marine Lord hasn't scouted. And that 14, this is going to be a quick, quick Adept, man. That Adept going to be over there real fast. Better build a bunker, boy. That being said, the reactor's quicker than normal, so you do get your 3 Marines quite early as well. So I think this is actually okay for Marine Lord. We'll have to see. A couple seconds may change everything. Adept's here. Adept's already shading. He's got to start those Marines right now, and he's got to pull that Marine back. So that's the problem, is I think he won't be expecting the Adept this early. Oh, yeah, Q's... Okay, the 3rd Marine there, a bit delayed. Oh! Oh! So quick. Oh, Mr. Moneybags. This is a greedy ass mother trucking build. That's a very quick 3rd command center. Oh my. Oh, the Adept comes in. She's like, hey, dickhead. Oi, get out of here, mate. Oh. Stalker's here as well. Adept is wounded though, so Stalker's going to come around and harass from this side, which is cool. Robo is is coming down after Twilight, so it's Twilight, Robo, 2nd gate. Stalker's going to be annoying. Neeb's going to have a little micro party here. But See exactly how Marine Lord does. Neeb very tight on that micro. He's gonna pick off at least a Marine or two here. Good back and forth micro for Marine Lord, trying to like bait him into overstepping into his range or too far away, so he's wasting attack time. Does he not get a Marine at all? Great micro by Marine Lord. Well done, man. Very impressive. And behind this, he goes up into 3 barracks. Cool. Wow. Okay. I really like this build order. He's going to go, yeah, he's already got a 3rd orbital on the way. He's getting tech labs up. Oh, this is a cool build order, guys. Gets away with being greedy early. And, oh, it is going to be a 4-gate blink. Okay. Problem for Marine Lord is he doesn't have any scouting. But the thing is, you might be like, oh, this is so greedy. Don't you just die to 4-gate blink? Maybe it's not the quickest 4-gate blink because he committed to the early Adept and Stalker and they didn't really disrupt Marine Lord very much. And Marine Lord's got so much money already, right? He should be dropping mules. Oh, drop mule or scan, one or the other. But yeah, he's actually just going to have so much unit production so early. The only downside right now is just that, like, okay, we've got to make sure we get some Marauders if this does commit. And it looks like it's going to be committed, man. 3 gas. Prism, Stalkers warping in. Got a lot of Stalkers coming across this map. He'll have a good Marine count, but if he doesn't start Marauders soon, it's going to be a problem. Combat Shields. So +1 starts up. Stim has already started. Combat Shields will be next. But he's probably in a hurry to start his Starport as well. You can tell that he's kind of short on cash in general. No bunker on the high ground. Marine Lord just playing completely blind right now. And is it enough Marines is my big question. I feel like he's just going to get walloped here. With Stim, Shields +1, none of them quite ready yet. Stim's close, but the others are really far away. This could get really awkward really fast. So, oh, he's starting Marauders only now. If he had just 1 or 2 Marauders in here, it would change everything. All right. Neeb's going to hit the front. Marines just stutter into this. SCVs, repair. I like the way he's standing in front. He's like, look, if you want to hit that bunker, you're going to get punished for it. Oh my god, Marine Lord is actually killing quite a few Stalkers here, guys. That was friggin' well done. Oh my god. And he's got a good little ball of units up here. He can get Marauders 3 and 4 out. A blink onto the high ground will be punished. Oh no! Oh, he floated his CC down. He did everything else so well. He's got Stim, so he's got a Stim forward. The Prism goes down. So I guess he can defend the 3rd. Oh my god, but he did not want to be out in the open because now he's out of Stim. I mean, he's bought time for the CC to get home, but look, he's going to lose too many units now. Neeb suddenly in very good control of this game. CC gets back to the high ground. Bunker thankfully provides some safety, but the medevac's only just started. Oh, I thought that was such a great hold, but then that floating down, 9 SCVs go down. Goodbye, big old economic lead. I thought it was an almost immaculate hold. Now, Marine Lord is ready. And, ooh. Medevacs aren't quite here, but Marine Lord is doing everything he can to hold onto this bunker. He scans, he sees that there's a 3rd almost finished. He's just got to let himself heal up. Just got to be patient here. I mean, Neeb, this is a short-term unit composition. This is not a long-term unit composition, Mass Stalker. Blink is cooldown in just 2 seconds. Gets a Stalker, pulls back. Well done. He's just got to keep up that medevac production. It's so important right now. Marine Lord's going to put a tank on the high ground. That'll be a very important fallback point. Gives him a little bit of safety. And I do think this is a good position for Marine Lord. I mean, that being said, I thought his position in the last game was good. You know, he's under so much pressure. He's in his corner of the map with so little vision, though. And that's where, like, hey, 4 charge zealots walking into your main could be a huge problem. Charges on the way. Colossus. Double upgrades. You know, Neeb's macroing off that 3rd base. He's got those zealot drop getting ready. As Marine Lord, I think this is really where he gets to show his level as a player. You know, is he able to see into the future and say, okay, yes, I've reestablished control, but it's not just the front. I need to worry about everything else. Does he realize, okay, you know, this zealot drop's going to tear up my main if I'm not in position for it? But no, he's moving out. I really think right now Marine Lord needs to figure out where he is in the game rather than just push out with his entire army because he doesn't really know what he's going into at all.
Ready for dust off.
And as he goes towards the tower, Neeb should fly into that main base with that drop. Turret's actually going to help there. Does get a bit of damage, and there's some bio nearby. Ooh, he ferries him up into the main, though. Okay. Gonna have to quickly pull these SCVs away. Oh, army on the front gets intercepted at the same time. There are sentries in the open, though. Oh, they do go down. Ah, but his main base is getting ripped up, man. It's getting ripped up. This Zealot drop doing big damage. He's trying to just YOLO in here. It's kind of working. Gets the shield battery. That's a big click. That's a big click. The shield battery there was huge, man. Dude, is this actually just... Oh, my God. Oh, no, it gets held. 16 probes go down, but the whole army falls. Oh, my God. Both sides take a beating. I think Marine Lord's ahead, though, after that, because he's still got an army, so he should be able to defend the counter push. And he's got triple mules dropping. He's got a 4th CC started. I mean, it's all chaos this game, but he starts the second eBay. He's got +2 attack on the way. He's up in upgrades, and he shouldn't be falling too far behind. This is actually really awesome. All right. Oh, a bit of a crazy counterattack. Neeb, I think he realizes he's in an awkward position. He just threatens here, slides Zealots into the natural. Oh, he's going to get a tank. But he's also taking a few big tank volleys on those Colossus. Oh, Neeb. What an interesting game. Marine Lord really... I think we can all learn so much from watching Marine Lord's TVP, guys. He truly actually does play very big brain TV. It's so tricky. Yeah, there's lots of gambles, but it's very clever. He plays mech, he plays bio. He's got that killer instinct. Another Zealot drop coming across the map. Marine Lord... He's rebuilt a pretty good SCV count, but those Zealot drops can add up. And they can buy a lot of time, especially now Storm being added in. Marine Lord's still got very little map vision. That's the thing. Like, he's ahead in a lot of ways, but it's the lack of map vision that makes me think Neeb, you know, has a lot of opportunities to make play in this game. Because look at that. He always gets to pick when to go in. He's like, okay. We'll fly in here. And I mean, Marine Lord's answer is just stim his whole army across the map again. Worked out last time. I'm not sure if it'll work out again. Oh, he's actually on top of it this time. Yeah, that Prism is in danger of going down, in fact. 4 SCVs, not the end of the world. 4th Nexus gets cancelled. As long as Marine Lord pulls his bio back here, which he does, Prism does escape. I'd love to see a Viking for Marine Lord. I think that would be massive. I mean, it's also, you've got Medivacs already. You're up against Colossus. Vikings would just be amazing units, and it would also deal with his goddamn prisms that are being so damned annoying. Only +2 armor started. He didn't have the money for +2 attack, but he is getting a second Robo to go into Disruptors. And with High Templar stationed around the bases, notice he's just leaving a few of these High Templar, as well as the ones with the army. Neeb's trying to create space for himself so he can land splash damage. Because Marine Lord, when he's playing Bio... He really tries to ram it home without checking ahead, you know. He doesn't play too carefully. Uh-oh, he's got to be careful. Oh, a couple big AMPs could allow him to just stim on that. Oh, big EMPs! And yeah, he's just going to YOLO it now. There's no Storm left in there. Oh, good force fields. Good force fields are going to buy a little bit of time there. Is it enough? Oh, there's a Disruptor coming forward. This is a good trade for Marine Lord so far. Could turn really good for Protoss as some splash comes forward. A big Storm on the left-hand side of that fight. One of the Colossus goes down, though, and just the big Marauder spready. He's done it. Oh, Marine Lord. After a close, hard-fought Game 1 loss, he's going to actually win Game 2, I believe. It's not over yet. Shouldn't call it till the fat lady sings, but... definitely looking good. There's no Stalkers. There's no mobile units to shut down the Medivacs on the retreat. So even when the fight turns in Neeb's favor, it's like he survives, but he doesn't crush it, you know? And Neeb's going to tap out because he knows he doesn't have enough. Remember, there was a 5th base building, you know, for Marine Lord. He had 2-2. He was ahead in upgrades. Awesome play. Marine Lord there with a 3cc opening. After all this cheesy 1-base builds... I love the mix-up. Gets into the 3 racks. And honestly, guys, I think a lot of players would have lost their bunker there, but he moved those Marines in front of the bunker, bought time for the mass repair. That was incredible. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. I really appreciate it. Big thanks, Z-Sling, I believe it is, for pumping that link. Thank you, mate. All right, guys. Thank you very much. Alexis, turrets are for pussies, Eusebio. Is that something he's actually said? It does sound like something Marine Lord is. He's like, turrets are for pussies. I'm not a pussy. I didn't build turrets. Over here on the right-hand side in the red, representing Ting. It's tied up 1-1 here in the EPT America's weekly number 31 Grand Finals. It is Neeb. And over here on the left-hand side in the blue, playing for France and trying to bring some of that colonialism back here into the New World. It is Marine Lord. Someone was asking earlier, how come a Frenchie's allowed to play? Anybody's allowed to play in any of the EPT regional weekly tournaments, but the server it's played on will always favor US Central. So if there's a European player and an American, the American can always force it to be played on the Central US server if they so wish. Now in cases like this, usually the pro's like, I'll play Eastern US so you can have a bit better ping. And allow it. I know Parting was complaining to Namshar. He's like, why you make me play US Central when you live in, don't you live in America? What the hell, man? And Namshar was like, you're way better than me, and I'll take the advantage. And I was like, you go, Namshar. I'd do the same thing, man. He's like, look, dude. He's like, I need the ping advantage to fight against your coming in to steal our tournament. I was like, fair enough, man. Fair enough. Nice quick Nexus here. This looks like a normie opening for Marine. I mean, he goes Marine first, though. What are you up to? Fucking Marine Lord. This pro is like, wait, why is there... Oh, look, he sends it to the right as if he's going to take the gold. I guess it's also to scout, but yeah. So this is something where often people will wall off on this map and then go mine this out and take this. But when Neeb scouts that there's no natural down here later, he might think that's the case. And then he might try to like open this up or send a prism and come down here. And then he'll be like, oh, you actually don't have that? Slash, it looks like... What the... What the fuck? Oh my god, it's the same build, but it's like hidden. So there will be a command center there for him to harass, but it'll only be his third base. When he's like pretending it's like his natural. Oh my god. Dude, does this guy go for those like nourishing mud baths every day? Because he got some filthy builds. Like Marine Lord's so smart. This is the shit you shouldn't do on ladder, by the way. People would just all in you and kill you probably. Actually, if you watch this series versus Australia, those builds will probably work. One base Marauder Hellion and shit. So sick. Okay, so Oracle's going to come over. He'll have plenty of Marines as long as they're in the right position. And I wonder how quickly Neeb figures out that something's up. Because he might panic and be like, whoa, that's a late command center here. Oh shit, proxy starport coming? Like he might freak out. And yeah, this is Marine Lord, man. Just takes the corner base. He's going to drop all his mules up here. Keep building SCVs and just be like, doop-de-doop-de-doop. Okay, Oracle's going to come over. So this is Neeb's first scout after his early probe. He's going to go, oh, what the hell? There's nothing there. So we got second and third gateway. Second Oracle already on the way. Oracles in numbers could cause problems, but there's a Cyclone as well. Marine Lord's Marines aren't quite in position, though. So I think this Oracle will find quite a few kills in the mineral line. At least 3 SCVs, I would say. But apparently Marine Lord's pretty quick at pulling. See, some people out there not as practiced at pulling off their boys, but Marine Lord, a lot of practice pulling off his boys, and managed to do it. Oracle, not a single kill? And he's like, oh, what is this weird fucking 2 barracks and a factory? I mean, this looks so strange. He drops a third base in response, does Neeb. Goes for 4 gas. No alarm bells seem to be ringing just yet. Okay, he's checking for proxies, and he's gonna check the corner. He's checking everything. Yeah, I was like, come on, surely. I was like, if I scouted that with my Oracle, I'd be like, This is not a normal setup. So a good choice of Oracle gives him an early full scout, makes him, because sometimes with an observer you only see part of it, right? But with the Oracle kite flying through, it saw everything. So he's really got this whole like, oh, okay, there is like, this is just weird. This is not quite right. Oracle comes in, revelates one Marine, comes in and doesn't get a single SCV. Oh my God. This is the point though of sadness for Marine Lord. It's not the end of the game, but he's going to lose a lot of these SCVs. Neeb's like, you naughty little fucker. You naughty little fucker. Get back here. Get back here. The other one's like, oi, you little fuckers. You don't have a work permit. Oh, shit. 7 SCVs go down. That's pretty rough. It's not game, but it is bad. It's going to float that down to here, I guess. Yeah, looks like it. So you're going up to 5 barracks now. Medevacs, Marauders, Stim. Marine Lord a little bit low on gas. These gases being so low. If only he built a turret up there, right? That actually would have been super sick. Because then suddenly Neeb has to actually send units up there to get rid of it. SCV count looks pretty sick for Neeb. He's going heavy blink. Bunch of sentries on the ground so we can force field as well. So it's mostly blink and force fields. Triple SCV production is here from Marine Lord. It's a lot of Stalkers warping in. 9 Stalkers. More gateways going down. Feels like Neeb here, I think he knows he's got such a big economy up. If he can just get a lot of Blink Stalkers to just pick away at units, be really annoying, and then get a crazy number of Zealots, he should have a good chance of winning this game. A little surprised with how economic he's been, that he hasn't got a second forge. He's going for cannon and battery in the main, more and more Stalkers, like crazy Stalker count, and he wants to hit down here. There's no bunker, no tanks, it's just Stim Bio. Shields is almost ready though. And this push is coming out here. Ooh. Oh, he's trying to ambush him. Oh, what the fuck is this? Oh, this is getting really weird really quick. So he just send his drop to deal with that? Stalkers come in. Yeah, he's going to deal with that with the... Okay. Yeah, Neeb buys a little bit of time there. No splash damage for Neeb, but he's gone to 6 gases. So what is Neeb doing? Does he not have a Templar Archives yet? Neeb's playing so weird. Neeb's just playing the 400 Stalker style, guys. Which can be very effective, but he just used his recall. He's going to go all in now. Oh my god, it's base trade. So these units are going to hit for Marine Lord up here. These units are going to doom drop the main. There's no recall for Neeb right now. But I think he can just get on the production really easily. Yeah, Marine Lord's got to evac. Oh my god! Stasises! There's stasis every... Oh, he loses a full medevac. Oh no! Full medevac going down is a disaster. The battery overcharged, the Oracle lasers, and the probes. Oh my god, those units were getting cleaned up. His base was dead. Well played by Neeb. Finds the corner base. That was very important. And he played very greedy, so I think Marine Lord was really hoping that Neeb would not get so much information. Oracle ended up being perfect, and I think it's a good choice for the map. This is a map where your opponent can do a lot of wild things. You already know he's kind of hiding what he's doing. So, you know, a good choice to go for the early Oracle and see what's happening so he could adapt and react. Thank you, everybody, for hanging. We appreciate the support here. That's why you don't go for those sort of gimmicky builds against Protoss against good players, says someone in chat, Bedge. Well, the thing is, there's actually a lot of intelligence to how he's doing it, and the misinformation. If it was anything other than like a full scout from Neeb, if Neeb was like a little bit slower realizing what was up, that could have worked out really well. Now Neeb is obviously Neeb is just a stronger player than Marine Lord. Marine Lord's not really been the most confident versus Protoss, I would say, for a long time. But that's just how he plays the matchup and always has. So he always does crazy shit. Always does crazy shit. So his series against Australia was so cheesy, right? All these wild builds. off one base and denying information. And he even did one where he denied information and then just did a CC on the high ground on Ice and Chrome. I think it's hard for him because he knows that Neeb's seen his builds. So he has to change it from the pace that he brought. He used all his best builds against Australia. He's got to change the pace. He can't just keep doing it. Two on to Neeb. Best of 5. Marine Lord says, shit, it's 7 a.m. I didn't even realize. My Met game didn't pay off. Fuck my life. I should buy some Supernova coaching. He's so funny, man. Neeb's like, dude, he was pretty good, man. Not gonna lie. Oh my god. Oh, oh shit. Oh. Oh, right, all right, all right. He's got to win 2 in a row to bring it back. In the grand finals, lamenting the Met game not working out and saying he's going to be hitting up Supernova for some coaching. It is Marine Lord. Up here in the top right, in the red. The magnificent Protoss player, the king of NA. He is Neeb. He's liking the gateway on the low ground. That's a 15 gate, guys. So he delays a probe by just a second or two for that one. So we're going to see a quick cyber core again, no doubt. So notice he chronos the probes, queues up to, goes for the gas. So 15 gate, 17 gas. You want to prioritize your minerals more than anything here. So notice 16 workers on minerals, and then he's going to rally this probe onto the gas. That's not meant to be rallied across the map. Yeah. Oh, he's going to send this probe across straight away. Interesting. So we need to send a probe down right about now. And he might pull one off minerals, or he'll pull this gas guy off. We'll see. Pulls the gas off. He's got to put that cyber core down. Wouldn't mind it going here, but he might want to just create a semi wall off. Okay, he's going to do the cyber core a bit further back. Now, there is already an SCV out of the map here. Very early on. So I think it's going to be a Hellion drop by the looks of it. Probe comes in. He's denied. Wonder if he does Marauders with this. You know, he could build a tech lab after this Marine. Bring a couple Marauders. Now, I don't expect that to happen because I feel with that build, you want the starport at home so the medevac can pick up both Marauders and boost across to join the Hellions. So you can kind of build everything in your main. Whereas with this one, you want to go factory, starport, build the 3 Hellions, load them up in the medevac and go, go, go. It's going to be immediate reactor afterwards, which does supercharge his production, which is nice. Adept gets chronoed, warp gate starts up. And of course, the second gas gets delayed a little bit with this opening. That quick cyber core, stalker queued up as well. This is a smaller map, so that Marine does need to get back up there just before this Adept comes in. So I guess at about, what, 235 or something, you want to get back up to the high ground. 240 at the absolute latest. Adept's almost there. Marine Lord's got to run, man. And he's like, well, screw it. I'll have more Marines popping out soon. Oh my god, it's a 1-1-1. That's like the one thing he hasn't actually tried yet off this, right? A fully committed tank push. Oh, shit. Oh my god. I mean, there is a shield battery and it can get supercharged, but remember, it's a Twilight and he's being a greedy boy. Does get a quick second gateway though, and it looks like he wants to build a third. The second he gets 150 minerals as well. Yeah. Alright, there are 4 Marines out now. And Marine Lord doesn't want to let the shade in to scout. It's like, fucker. So now we can go out and chase it off. But yeah, a tank, a second barracks. This is all in. Oh, and it's a DT shrine. No, that counters this build really well, man. I mean, you can get an eBay up and get a turret on the front, but with this quick of a DT shrine, I think that's a hard counter for Neeb. And oh, he even finds it. He even finds it. He sees the build. He's got all the warning he needs. Oh, Neeb here, playing some textbook StarCraft. Now that may go drop the main base just to try and allow his tanks to get a bit further forward, but his tanks don't really have any support right now. And that DT Shrine 25 seconds from finishing. Oh no. We're going to see some invisible douchebags in capes. Fear Dragon somewhere will just be chilling. He's like eating a banana at home. He just gets a gigantic erection. He's like, whoa, why is that happening? He's like, somewhere in the world, Neeb killed a Terran with Dark Templar. And an American player won their own EPT Weekly again. I just don't know how you can do this as Marine Lord, man. He's going to try. Stalker Run By going to come in. Marines are going to try to build. Oh, medevac. Oh, already taken so much damage, and I don't think he has any energy for scans. He does not. Stalkers break into his base. DT is killing tanks. And just like that. GG, well played. What a series, though. Especially that game 1 was sick. That game 2 was awesome. Oh my god. I mean, what do we even call that series, guys? Battle cruisers, mech, and all the plays. Lots of wild builds here. Honestly, go back and watch the Estrella series if you guys didn't already. And learn the builds. Learn how to do every variation of walling your base off, denying your opponent scouting, and screwing with their head. But Neeb did manage to navigate things in the end. GG, well played to him. He is your America's weekly number 31 champion. Australia won it last week. Neeb won it this week. America's coming back. America's coming back. Make, what would you call it? It would be like Minaga. Make NA great again. Minaga. Thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate everyone who's been hopping on the Patreon. If you do want to support, link is down below in the description. Smash the like button. Have a good one. Good night.